Have you ever wondered why you worked so hard your whole life, yet you still feel that financial security is just out of reach? It is a heavy feeling in the chest, like walking on sinking sand while everyone else seems to be on solid ground. You are not alone in this struggle. Millions of honest and hard-working people are facing a silent crisis today. Their hard-earned savings are leaking away. It is not happening through big mistakes or bad luck. It is happening through tiny holes that you cannot even see. I call these the silent leaks of the modern world. They are designed to stay hidden from your view. They are engineered to slowly drain your bank account until it is empty. But today that cycle ends for you. You have worked too many years to let your legacy disappear. You have sacrificed too much to become a burden to your children. I want you to listen very closely to what I am about to share. We are going to find every single leak in your financial ship. We are going to plug them one by one, and we are going to make sure your money stays exactly where it belongs. In your pocket and for your family, let us look at the world we live in right now. Prices at the grocery store are climbing every single month. The cost of healthcare is becoming a mountain that is hard to climb. If you are on a fixed income, you feel this more than anyone else. The dollar in your pocket buys less today than it did last year. By next year, your $100 might only buy $90 worth of goods. This is not your fault. You did everything you were supposed to do. You saved your money and you worked your job. But the rules of the financial game have changed while we were not looking. The system is now built to reward those who understand these new rules. And it is built to quietly punish those who stay with the old ways. The first major leak is what I call the subscription vampire. These are small charges that attach to your bank statement and never let go. $10 here and $15 there. They seem harmless when you look at them individually. But these vampires never sleep. Maybe it is a magazine you stopped reading 5 years ago, or a streaming service you only used once to watch a single show. Or perhaps it is a premium identity protection service you forgot you had. Research shows the average household wastes over $200 every month on these. That is over $2,400 every year. Over 10 years, that is a family vacation or a down payment on a car gone forever. You are essentially paying for things that provide zero value to your life. It is time to be ruthless with your bank statement. If you have not used a service in the last 30 days, you must cancel it immediately. Do not wait until tomorrow. Every day you wait is another day the vampire is feeding on your future. The second leak is the most dangerous one of all. It is the confusion between what is an asset and what is a liability. The wealthy understand this difference better than anyone else. Most people spend their lives collecting things they think are assets. They buy a bigger house or a newer car and think they are building wealth. But a house that takes money out of your pocket every month is not an asset. It is a liability. If you stop working today, does your money stop flowing in? If the answer is yes, then you are surrounded by liabilities. A true asset is something that puts money into your pocket while you sleep. It is a rental property that pays you every month. It is an index fund that grows with the global economy. It is a business that runs without your daily presence. Rich parents teach their children to buy assets first. They use the income from those assets to buy their luxuries later. But the average person does the exact opposite. They buy the luxury first and then struggle to pay for the assets. We must shift your focus back to building a foundation of real assets. The third leak is the monster of high-interest debt. Credit card companies are experts at extracting wealth from the middle class. They charge 20% or even 25% interest. This is a financial death sentence for your retirement. If you carry a balance, you are working 3 months every year just to pay their interest. You are literally funding the private jets of bank executives with your hard work. They want you to make the minimum payment, because that is how they win. If you owe $5,000 and only pay the minimum, you will pay for 30 years. You will end up paying back $15,000 for a $5,000 debt. We have to kill this debt with extreme intensity. Use the avalanche method to pay off the highest interest rates first. Or use the snowball method if you need to see small wins to stay motivated. Whatever you choose, you must stop using those cards for new purchases today. If you are trying to fill a bucket, you must first plug the giant hole in the bottom. The fourth leak is hiding in your shopping habits. We all love a good bargain and a great sale. But the clearance rack is often a trap for common sense. If you buy a $50 item for $30, you did not save $20. You spent $30 on something you likely did not need. Retailers use powerful psychology to make you feel a sense of urgency. They want you to feel like you are losing out if you do not buy it now. This is a trick to bypass your logical brain. This is especially true with bulk buying at warehouse clubs. People buy giant containers of food thinking they are being smart. But 20% of that food often ends up in the trash because it spoils. Wasted food is wasted money thrown directly into the garbage. Only buy what you can actually use before it expires. A lower price per unit is not a deal if you never finish the product. The fifth leak is the lack of income decoupling. Most of us were raised with the idea that we trade our time for money. But your time is the most limited resource you have. You only have 24 hours in a day, and your energy will eventually fade. If your income is tied only to your physical presence, you are in a risky position. The wealthy focus on decoupling their time from their earnings. They build systems that generate income regardless of what they are doing. This could be as simple as investing in high-quality dividend stocks, or it could be owning a small piece of a local business. The goal is to reach a point where your assets cover your living expenses. This is the only true definition of financial freedom. It is the moment when you work because you want to and not because you have to. The sixth and final leak is the scarcity mindset. If you were raised in a home where money was always a source of stress, you carry that today. You might be tempted to hoard every penny and live in constant fear. But fear is a terrible teacher for financial growth. When you live in fear, you miss out on opportunities because you are too afraid to move. The wealthy teach their children that money is an abundant resource. They know that there are always new ways to create value and earn more. They do not focus on cutting their coffee expenses to the bone. Instead, they focus on expanding their ability to earn. They invest in their own education and skills every single year. They know that the best investment you can make is in your own mind. A $20 book can provide an insight worth $10,000. A simple online course can teach you a skill that pays for the rest of your life. Your brain is the ultimate wealth-building machine. Do not be afraid to invest in it. So how do we start fixing these leaks today? The first step is a complete financial audit. Sit down with your bank statements from the last 3 months. Use a red pen and circle every single charge that did not provide lasting value. Calculate the total and look at that number. That is the money you are giving away for nothing. Next, you must build a small emergency fund of at least $1,000. Keep this money in a separate account and do not touch it. This is your financial life insurance policy. It turns a major crisis into a minor inconvenience. When the car breaks down or the roof leaks, you will not have to use a credit card. You will simply write a check and move on with your life. This creates a sense of peace that money cannot buy. Once your emergency fund is ready, you must attack your debt with fire. Every extra dollar you have should go toward the debt with the highest interest. Celebrate every time a balance hits zero. That is more money that stays in your pocket next month. As your debts disappear, your cash flow will increase. Use that new cash flow to buy assets instead of more stuff. Start small if you have to. Buy 1 share of a great company or put $50 into a low-cost index fund. The amount matters less than the habit of consistency. You are building a bridge to your future self, a self that is independent and secure, a self that can enjoy retirement without checking the bank balance every morning. Your legacy is not just the money you leave behind. It is the financial wisdom you pass on to the next generation. If you show your children and grandchildren how to manage money, they will be set for life. That is the greatest gift you can ever give them. You have the power to change your financial trajectory right now. It does not matter how old you are or how much you have lost in the past. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Start by plugging the smallest leak first. Then move to the next one and the next one. Before you know it, you will be sailing on a strong and steady ship. You will have the control and the freedom you deserve. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. I believe in your ability to master your money. Go out there and start building your legacy. I will see you in the next one.